Right, so I have returned once again to the actual demo stream of Banana Fish. Are we working? Sorry about the weird facial expressions just then. I got a honey ad just then. I was like, what? Really? Honey ad? Yeah, we're working. It's fine. I was like, a honey ad? Really? On my own channel? Interesting. Interesting. So they work correctly in the end. So you actually have returned actually cover volume 4 of Banana Fish, and as we know, volume 3 actually was kind of. I'd imagine to be a kind of the first catalyst for the whole entire manga series in a way, because it's kind of like it's igniting the whole entire like fight Ash is actually kind of doing. Like he's going forward with what he's actually kind of doing, and actually kind of doing quite a lot. That was actually kind of like, man, it's really impressive actually. And also at the end we actually met Ash's dad as well. So yeah, I do apologize actually not kind of being here more frequent with Banana Fish, but it's kind of difficult to hold these volumes sometimes because they're expensive. It's the problem sometimes, but alas, it's all fixed now. Alright, let's actually put them to actually go live. So go live for volume 4 of Banana Fish. One word actually I could spell in the English dictionary besides the word appreciate and also minutes is banana. I put too many nanas in it. That's the problem. I put way too many. I get it wrong every single time. So I believe with that we're actually good to go. But are we though? Yes, we most certainly are. We most certainly are as well. So we actually begin this thing. Should actually just restart it here to be honest. Just realised that. And who are you? What are you doing hanging around Ash? I was the same with you as Griffin in Vietnam. Griffin was my friend. Let's have a drink. What do you all have? I have a bourbon, thanks. Ash was a go-away present for my second wife. She dumped him on me and ran off with another guy. Ash was really reluctant to come home. I mean, as any runaway is shy about going home, but this was something else. It's not like him to hesitate like that about anything. What the hell happened? When he was 7 years old, there was a retired military man who lived on the other side of a hill. Won all kinds of medals in the Korean War. He liked kids and coached little league team. The kids around here liked him. Ash was on a little league team. But one day he came home looking like hell. His clothes were ripped and he was covered with bruises. I knew right away what happened. Of course, Ash didn't say anything. Do you go to the police? The police? Of course we went. I pulled Ash kicking and screaming to the station. What do you think the cop said? He asked, "Are you sure it was him? You see, this guy was a local big shot." Funny, he says to Ash, "You probably seduced him, didn't you?" To a 7-year-old kid, he said this. Ash just sat there on the examination table and didn't say anything. He just watched us all with his big eyes. He just watched us all with those big eyes of his and listened. So I said to Ash, "Listen, if any weirdo catches you and tries anything funny, you just keep quiet and let him do what he wants. But when it's over, you just make sure that bastard pays you." From what I understand, this guy dragged Ash to his home a few times after that. But one day, Ash shot the bastard dead. He had gotten hold of my gun without my knowing it. He was 8 years old. Huh? When the police went over to the guy's house, they found the basement was full of bones of children. It was quite a scandal. It was on all the papers, so I guess a lot of people still remember it. The Blue Bird of Cape Cod, they called him. Bluebeard of Cape Cod, they called him. I remember that. Since Ash was accepting money, the guy apparently thought he didn't have to kill him. Under the circumstances, of course, Ash wasn't charged with the killing. But in a small town like this, people talk a lot, you know. So I was going to send him to my sister's place in Philly, but Ash ran away. That's the long and short of it, yeah. I don't know what to say. I mean, I've known Ash for a long time, but I had no idea. To have an experience like that so young, and anyone would lose faith in people. But Ash is strong. Even a painful experience like that couldn't keep him down. That's true. Man, that's true. Let's close up. Alright. Why do you act like that, James? You're lying to yourself. You know you love Arslan, and he's your only son. Just shut up, it's none of your business. Good evening. Sorry we're closed for the night. Oh, now don't say that. We'd really like to have a drink, friend. It gets so chilly out here on the beach, you know. I now remember this volume, and it's kind of like, oh no, this volume. But there is one event that was kind of like, one of the characters gets introduced in this volume was like my favorite character in the whole entire anime. Besides AG, of course, and Ash. It's really hard to pinpoint the best character in this whole entire manga, but one of them appears in this volume. You're not going to turn up. You're not going to turn us out, are you, Pops? Is AG really your assistant, eBay? No, that's just an excuse to tell the truth. I thought as much. But why did you go out of your way to take him away from Japan? Emergency evacuation. Meaning? He may not look it, but he was a talented pole vaulter, and he was injured. Since then, he has been in a slump. He was receiving the sports scholarship. So that made the problems. It may be hard for you to understand, but sometimes Japanese people can be difficult. The university people and coaches. Anyway, he completely withdrew. He even forgot how to jump. Like the canary who forgot how to sing, huh? So I took him away from them all. I want to help him jump again. I'll do anything I can to help him jump again. He was the one who created the opportunity for me to become the cameraman. If I did not meet him, I would never have thought to become the cameraman. He was the first model I really wanted to photograph. I see. It was kind of a payment to him. I don't think so. Huh? I said I don't think so. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, eBay. You want to be AG. Am I wrong? Maybe you're right. No, you are right. It's the Amadeus complex. You know, the way Salieri approached Mozart's talents more than anyone else did, yet hated him for it. Didn't you see that movie? I saw it. Now leave me alone. It's getting late. Where's Ash? He was born and raised here. He can take care of himself. I'm going to go out and look for him. Yo, I'll go with you. Man. One thing I've actually always wondered about these volumes is why they're not split into chapters. It's just one full chapter. Sheesh, it's cold. Well, we're closer to Boston. I guess the nights are pretty chilly. I wonder where Ash went. Ash! Hey, Ash! Ash! Hey, the light's still on in his dad's bar. You're right, he said he was closing up. Maybe Ash is there. They are father and son, after all, in spite of what they say. There he is. Hold it, something's wrong. Ash! Huh? A gunshot? It came from the bar. Achan, Shorter. They're not here. Neither is Ash. Don't move, AG. What's going on? What else? It's Dino's men. Ash Lynx. Can you hear me, punk? Huh? If you want your dad and me to... if you want your dad and if you want your dad and woman to live, drop your gun and show yourself. Damn it. Do you hear me? Dino Goldzine, hitman. Dino Goldzine's hitman. Doesn't he ever give up? Where's Ash? I can't see it. I can't see in this darkness. The moon will come out any second. There he is. I see him. Huh? Alright, then I'll just plug the woman. Yeah, no! I'll do as you say. Just leave him alone. That's a good boy. Now throw your gun in there, in here through the window. One thing I will do before I actually forget is actually fix my chair. I can't fix my chair. It's actually at its limit. Damn it. So my back kind of so losing it at this point. I thought I'd fix my chair a little bit, but actually kind of can't. Damn it! Do it now, or her head's gonna look like a smashed watermelon. There. That's the way. Now put your hands behind your head and come in. Let them go. Hey, don't get the wrong idea, kid. We're the ones giving the orders. Stand in the door and I'll let her go. Then we'll talk about your dad. Fuck you. They're going to get him. I've got an idea, Shinichi. What's the hold up, kid? Alright, I'm coming. God damn it. Isn't it nice to know your son loves your pops? You're free, toots. Ash. Sorry, Jennifer. Don't worry, I'll get out of this somehow. You really are stupid, aren't you? Do you really think you can take on Papa Dino and win? We were told to bring you back alive, but you'll understand if we have to break both your arms purely as a safety measure, you being a hitman and all. What? Freeze, police! Haven't we done this before? Wait here, AG. Huh? Ha! You little brat. Ah! Jennifer! Huh? Run, Ash! Old bastard. Dad! Dad! Ugh. Shorter, my boy. Don't look at him, AG. It's an acquired taste. Hey, Chun. Are you alright? Are you hurt? I'm fine. How is she? She's dead. Damn. Jennifer. She was a good woman. All the good women die young. How's his wound? The bullet passed through his back, but he's losing a lot of blood. Jim, what happened? What happened? I heard gunshots. Is everything alright? Huh? Don't worry, it's a friend. Howard, it's alright. Come on in. What the hell happened? They tried to rob the bar. We got them both, but Jennifer. Jennifer? Call the police, an ambulance. Alright, don't move. The gun. Give me the gun you shot him with. I wiped your fingerprints off. Huh? And you wipe your prints off that knife and put it in Jennifer's hand. The cops will be here soon. Get out of here while you can. In the meantime, I'll think of a plausible story. Don't move. You're gonna lose more blood. You're gonna lose more blood. So now you've taken up the mafia, boss, huh? You realize something, kid? Just tell me one thing. Was it one of those guys who killed Griffin? Yeah. I see. Don't move, damn it. Alright now, get out of here. Don't you get it? If the cops catch you, it's all over. I don't know what you're trying to do, but don't give up on it. There's a box of money behind the bottles on that shelf. Take it with you. Now get out of here. You can't help anything by hanging around. Dad. It's the cops. Go! What the hell are you waiting for? Let's go, Ash. Ash! Let's go. Don't waste your father's sacrifice. Goddamn show-off. Don't die, you old bastard. You either, you stupid boy. Ash, hurry. Damn it. God damn it. Go, Max. I'm going. God damn you. It's like the poor lad when you think about it. Like, you actually are just experiencing a person's life just spiral even more out of control. It's really depressing when you think about it. I've always kind of found that how the narrative does for actually kind of just break down Ash's character, even though he's trying to rise against it. The narrative itself is just kind of breaking him down even more so. It's alarmingly depressing. I hope you enjoyed our Italian cooking, Mr. Lee. Of course. It was a marvellous experience. You have an excellent restaurant here, Monsieur Golzine. I'm greatly flattered. After all, the Chinese are the greatest cooks in the world. You embarrass me. I couldn't even make soup if my life depended on it. Now then, Mr. Lee, I ask for the pleasure of your company today, in the hope that we might use this opportunity to clear up the unfortunate misunderstanding that has arisen between us. Oh? And by that you mean, it's about Ash Lynx. I believe you are aware that I had high hopes for that boy, but he stole a certain thing from me and ran away. A certain thing? A poison. Intended for assassination. Is this the misunderstanding I refer to? What I want to make clear is that the drug was developed expressly for that purpose, and is certainly not intended to threaten your market. I hope you understand. We have a code name for this chemical. Banana fish, isn't it? So you know. I shouldn't be surprised. Yes, that's what we call it. And I suppose you have some idea of the nature of banana fish. Some idea, yes. As far as I can tell, it's not something that would be of much use to my own people at this juncture. As you know, we have our cabinet as it were. As you know, we have in our cabinet, as it were, several thousand years' worth of our own substances, for such a purpose. I'm certainly aware of that, Mr. Lee. The point I want to make is that your path and ours are different. There should be no conflict of interest between us. So you're making me turn a blind eye. Now, I know you aren't called Diane for nothing. I don't expect you to take my word at face value. That's why I would like to request your cooperation. We're prepared to turn over a portion of the European heroin market to you in the upcoming fiscal year. Huh? Are you interested? But why? Why go to such lengths to catch one boy? You can be sure that it's not simply a matter of pride or spite. Ash is not alone. He has friends, among them is a journalist. He would prefer to avoid any leaks of information at this stage. The age of spaghetti and gun muzzlers is over. Wouldn't you agree, Lee Dai-yun? Hello, how's it going? I believe I understand the situation. I'm well aware of the strengths of the union course in Europe. Indeed, it seems there was a misunderstanding between us. So understand, Lee Dai-yun. We would be happy to do anything in our power to assist you, Monsieur Golzine. Do you have a general idea what might have gone? They went to Ash's hometown on Cape Cod. Unfortunately, we were unable to pin them down there. We believe they're now headed for Los Angeles. I see. You have a base of operations there, Chinatown. Yes. Well then, please allow me to lend you the services of Yut Lung. I'm certain you will find him to be useful. Yut Lung? Am I mistaken in believing that the name means Dragon of the Moon? You're not mistaken. The moon that rules over the darkness. Ready? Let's go. What the? Let's get out of here. Alright. Why, you mangy sons of freezer chicken thieves. Finger looking good. And have you ever tried the feet? They're incredible. Where'd you get this bird? Hmm? Oh, it was just trying to get to the other side. Oh yeah, I could swear I heard gunshots. I think your hunger must have triggered some sort of auditory hallucination. We can cook this one now and eat it tomorrow. Good idea. The survival skills of a cockroach. What do you think we are? Hello. I think we are on 110. In that case, it should take us straight to LA. Oh yeah? Then why haven't we seen any signs? Are you sure we're not lost? I'm sick of riding that heap. We've been at it for a week. I think my ass is petrified. What is it? Someone's coming. Huh? I don't see anything. It's a light. Someone's coming. Ash's famous sixth sense. He's like a cat. Save your admiration for later. Who's there? I was just going to ask you the same thing. What's going on here? You can't just camp out in the middle of a public park like this. Park? Maybe you can help us. We're looking for LA. Do you know the way? Is that supposed to be a joke? This is LA. Say what? What does he mean? What do you mean, what does he mean? What? Wow. It's beautiful. What a view. Incredible. California, here we are. Listen to you guys. What are you, tourists? They get your panties in a bunch. What's eating you anyway? Who, me? Nothing's eating me. Hey, honey. Ah, the Chinese theatre. It has something to do with where we're going now. Just shut up, will ya? Come to think of it, didn't your lawyer say something about your ex-wife being in LA? Shut up and mind your own business. Whoa. Ash, would you mind taking the wheel for a while? I'm not feeling well. Sure, I'll drive. Weird. Is this the right way? Yeah, just stick to the coast. Oh. Well, that's disgusting. Don't puke in the car, man. Stick your head outside. Turn left at the next corner. See that house with the blue roof? Stop there. What happened? He's got sick all of a sudden. Daddy. Daddy? Ah, Daddy. Michael. Michael, Daddy. Don't touch that child, Max. Huh? Michael, go inside. But you heard me. Go inside. Come on, Jessica. It's been a whole year. Quiet. What? Wow, is that his former wife? Now I see why he got sick. George told me you jumped bail, but I never thought you stooped to snatching Michael because you thought you'd lose in court. Well, where the hell did you get that idea like that? Where'd you get the idea from? What else can I think? You even brought those thugs along. You got something against thugs? It's not like we wanted to come. Kidnapping? Most of the missing children in this country are kidnapped by parents who's lost in custody hearings. Kidnapping? Jessica, you have it all wrong. Remember me? It's eBay. You and Max took care of me in New Jersey 3 years ago. Shinichi? Is that really you? See, my favorite character's now here. It's all okay now. It's all okay now. My favorite character's here. The best of all girls in anime and manga. You know, Max has been an irresponsible jerk for as long as I've known him. The first time we met was at a shoot for a penthouse. I was the model and he was the photographer's assistant. Huh? I don't remember that. I ran into him 3 days later and he didn't remember me. What do you expect? It was for some series called the Shoulda Girl Next Door or something like that. Who remembers faces? Can you believe this is the way my parents talk? I'd be better off in a home for abandoned children. Hey boys, you're pretty cute. I'd like to model for my magazine in 5 or 6 years. We can sign a contract right now. Forget it, unless you want to show your butt to the camera. What's wrong with that? Penthouse and hustlers have made their cash for years showing women's crotches. How can you complain about us making money showing men's butts? Alright, Playwoman. Alright, the Playwoman, the next magazine for a new woman. And what do you run, huh? The boys next door? You have no right to criticize. The hell I don't. What kind of influence do you think this has on Michael's development? On the other hand, could it get any worse? Ah, I'm sorry, we've ruined your meal, haven't we? More potatoes, Michael? No thanks. I'm going to bed. Good night, Mummy. Good night, honey. Good night, Dad. Good night, Daddy. Good night, Squirt. You're going to stay a while, aren't you? Well, I can't stay long, you see. I've got to go back to where my work is. Oh, I've got to go back when my work is done. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. Old lady. Ash, are you out of your mind? Yoo-hoo, old lady. Could you be addressing me? There aren't any other old ladies here. Could you lend me a phone book, old lady? You have balls, don't you? Giving me a hard time because of the way I raised my kid. Well, this is our problem, you see, and not something for a punk like you to stick your nose into. Ouch. Seems she has a pretty hefty set of balls herself. Look, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, okay? You better explain everything to Michael. It's your duty as your father, you know. It's your duty as a father, you know. Yeah, I know. Pathetic. Acting sick in the car, acting like a scared mouse, all because you were afraid of meeting your ex-wife. Aren't there any decent parents in this world? It's not like kids get to choose them at birth, you know, and they can't exchange them if they turn out to be losers. Are you listening? Yes, sir. What the hell do you want a phone book for anyway? For that matter, what the hell are you doing here? 42 Westwood, Dawson. Here it is, Alexis Dawson. Alexis Dawson? You know him? Professor Alexis Dawson. He teaches medicine. Medicine? Yeah, at UCLA. I interviewed him once. What's that? You mean Playwoman actually runs a serious article sometimes? Mind saying that again? Never mind. Don't you ever learn? Anyway, this Professor Dawson lives on Westwood. That's right. If you ask him about his family, any mention of Abraham Dawson, You didn't mention it to me. I heard his wife died about 10 years ago, but I didn't ask him much about his private life. There's no answer. Forget about calling. Let's just go straight over there. Hold it. What the hell are you talking about? Professor Dawson's a great man, one of the leading experts on cancer. What the hell are you up to? Jessica really grilled us. She was really curious. Well, she is a journalist, more or less. Whatever you do, don't tell Jessica the truth. Who knows what she might do if she becomes interested. I know. If she sticks her nose into this, things will get really, really out of hand. Wow, some spread. Whoa. The gate's open, man. That's pretty careless. Is something wrong? I don't like it. Kya! The back. Someone help. Huh? Hey lady, are you alright? Ah, the young master. Huh? They took the young master, men in dark glasses. What is it? This way. There's someone over this way. Huh? Hold it, assholes. Shit. Would you learn to shoot? Let me show you how it's done. Don't kill him, Ash. We need to take him alive. Ash, Jesus. Let's get out of here. Shorter, cut him off before they get away. Damn it, Max, you made me miss. A woman? The old woman said the young master. Ash, I'm sorry they got away. They had a van parked behind the house. Anyway, let's get him inside. Yelsi, can you hear me? He's alright, he's just unconscious. What in the hell happened here, man? I was preparing dinner when those young men came. They said the young master had sent them to get Yelsi. Then the young master came into the room and suddenly they struck me and grabbed the young master. So they were after him from the start. The young master? Just who is he? Yelsi, the young master, Professor Dawson's son. Huh? His son? He's coming to. Yelsi. He looks just like you, AG. Are you alright, kid? Yes, who are you? These gentlemen saved you, Yelsi. Suk Louis. What the hell happened? We're going to see your dad, Professor Dawson, the business. Do you have any idea who these men were? I don't know. They just suddenly attacked. It seems you're his son. And you sure look Asian to me, but your dad is Jewish. I'm not his biological son. I was adopted. Adopted? I was originally hired to be a houseboy here. Professor has no children and was very kind to me, and he asked me if I would become his son. Moved up in the world, didn't you? Ash, what a thing to say. No, it's true. Some people got the wrong idea, but I really did admire my father, and I'm really grateful to him. So, when the professor get home, my father disappeared 6 months ago. Say what? New York. It's been a month. Still no leads on Ash's whereabouts. I'm afraid not, sir. And we have no choice but to turn the case over to the FBI. What about Shorter Wong? Well, we still have the restaurant under surveillance, but there's no sign that he's contacted his sister there. Chinatown. Sir, would you mind telling me what you're thinking? We're certain Ash is no longer in New York. This has moved beyond beyond our jurisdiction. Are you still in this case? I can't believe it's just for personal reasons. It seems Dino Golzine and Lee Dai-yan have had a meeting. Really? Lee Dai-yan isn't just the head of a rich Chinese family. There are criminal rumors all around the man. According to the boys in Narco, a reliable story has it that he's involved in a very big deal in Europe. What's wrong with drug operation? What was that drug operation Max talked about? Orange something? You mean banana fish? But sir, that's nothing but speculation. It could just be completely groundless. An insurance investigator from LA named Stephen Johnson is killed. Before he dies, he hands a capsule containing a narcotic to a street kid named Ash Lynx. His dying words are banana fish. And now Ash's life is being threatened by Dino Golzine. Why? Why is a capo like Dino Goldstein so intent on eliminating one child? Think about it, Charlie. This isn't the kind of question they give us at the academy, is it? No, sir. Who was the doctor Ash saved? I believe the man's name was Meredith, sir. He's the only one who analysed the contents of the capsule Ash got from Johnson. Unfortunately, he disappeared before we could get to him. In Chinatown? You follow me, Charlie. In Chinatown. And now Goldstein and Lee die young. And you think this is all connected? I don't know. I don't know a damn thing. All I have is a cop's hunch. I see. Fine. As I thought, they showed up at your house. We must get Alexis Dawson before they find him. We need him to complete our project. When can I have the money? When we have taken care of this. When's that going to be? Do you understand the situation? We can do nothing with the tiny sample we have. We need your brother's help. He's also the key to outwitting Lee. My brother? Wouldn't help even if you threatened to kill him. That is not a matter that is not a matter you need to concern yourself about. You just keep collecting data. Leave business matters to us. You do want to show your brother up, don't you? The faint-hearted mouse. Are you going to let him live? Until he serves his purpose, yes. We can use him to get Alexis Dawson. Get me an appointment with Colonel Gordon. Tell him I'd like to have a conference about the matter we discussed. Yes, sir. Just don't let the Lee clan suspect anything. As for Ash, send some of our own men and have them join up with the Chinese in LA. Yes, sir. But don't let your guard down to the Chinese. Brat. It will give me the greatest pleasure to tear you limb from limb. Oof. This place was trashed. Pretty thorough work. You called the cops? Right away. When a few officers came, they told us not to touch anything. And 3 days later, the burglars came back and tried to kidnap you. That is terrible. Your father's hair is missing too. Hello, how's it going? Something's fishy here. Hey, it's Yao Si, right? Do you recognize this guy? Yes. You do? He visited us several days before Dad disappeared. I remember they went into my father's study and had a big argument. An argument? I knew there had to be some connection between Professor Dawson and Stephen Johnson. I wonder what they were arguing about. Hello. Do you have any idea where your father might be? We checked with all his friends and acquaintances and called every place he stayed in the past. Even university hasn't heard from him, not since he requested a leave of absence. I see. Well, at least we know he hasn't been kidnapped. What's going on? Do you know who's behind all this? Just who are you people? Well, we're hey. Is that the profs? Huh? I suppose so. No one ever came in here but my father. Maybe we can squeeze some information out of it. Good idea, let's try. You can use a computer? You can't? Welcome to the 80s. They even have them in public libraries now. I hate the young generation. Goddamn criminal geniuses. It's not broken, is it? I like the way you bark. Let's take it out for a walk. What do you want to see first? Do you have the number for the MST lab? Ah, the modem. They thrashed the entire study, but the computer doesn't have a scratch on it. Funny, huh? No pro would have overlooked it. If they hacked it, it would have been full of valuable info they could steal. On the other hand, if these were the same bozos who tried to kidnap you, it wouldn't surprise me. Pardon me, dinner is served. Shorter. Look into this Yao Si guy for me, will you? You suspect something? I'm not sure. Just a hunch. He's too quiet. Things like that. Patient terminated. Damn. I brought you some tea, so I didn't mean to startle you. I learned to catch people sneaking up on me since I was a little kid. It's a bad habit. I have to say, though, being served by your highness is quite a treat. Suk Louis is in bed already. She tries easy these days. Have some. It's jasmine tea. It'll keep you awake. Hey, yes? You're good at muffling your footsteps. What do you mean? Nothing. Just what I said. Perhaps it's a difference in upbringing. The Chinese are taught to move quietly from infancy. That's all it is. Shorter could break your eardrums with all the noise he makes, and both your families are from China. And both your families are from China. You two are like night and day. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Shorter since dinner. He had to meet some friends. They live in Chinatown. How's the work going? Any success? A big fat 0. If I had the password, this would be a breeze, though. Password? Thank you. I will enjoy it. I'll enjoy it. Don't worry. Thank you so much. Yeah, I could access the mainframe in the prof's lab directly. A lot of guys use the name of their wife or kids as passwords. I tried to enter your name, but see, I baited the hook, but no bites. Not even a nibble. I was adopted less than a year ago. Perhaps that's why. Yeah, that must be it. No way your name would be the password. And if I watch, suit yourself. It's your house. Huh? How does it go? I tried all the keys, but the gate's locked. The gate's locked tight. The gate's locked tight. If only I had the password. His password, eh? Most use family names. He's a medical doctor, right? Medical terms. Let's see. There must be hundreds of medical books here. I'll never find it in this mess. This is it. There is a mark by this. Oh, but all these have marks too. Let me see that. You found something? Can't hurt to try. Gastric ulcer. What's next? Gastrotosis? Meningitis? Apoplexy? What is it? You don't suppose? Vivisection. You did it! Whew. How do you know? Look at the word. Vivisection. It's the only one that sticks out. All the rest are illnesses. Vivisection, dissection of the living body. You're right. But using vivisection as a password, doctors are pretty morbid, I guess. So what do you look for now? Run banana fish. Back in the old days. Oh, those were the 80s. Those are how you did the stuff in the computers back in the old days. Nowadays, it's just you have to search the documents or the computer itself. Oh man, they have changed so much. I wasn't even born in the 80s, but I still know how they were back then. Oh Jesus, I miss those computers. Try different syntax. Find file, banana fish, open banana fish file. Huh? Go call Max and eBay. It's banana fish. What is it? That's where we're here to find out. Huh? Ash. You got it. So the professor is no. Banana fish isn't a person. Huh? What? This is a chemical analysis of banana fish. What are you saying? It's a drug made up of more than 20 different alkaloids. God damn it! I haven't done science in years, so all the terms are like beyond me at this point. So, psilocybin, oh god damn it, lysergic. Is it lysergic? Acid, dithylamide, other organic compounds. The powder in that capsule was banana fish. A drug? I'll bet the problem is this inert alkaloid here. There isn't much data on it. I wonder what it is. And how it would affect you. This is the crap that made Griffin lose his mind? It's a substance that's full of unanswered questions. Chinatown, Los Angeles. Sonny, hey. Shorter, long time no see. You look good. Yeah, sure. I would never recognized you. What happened to your hair? Huh? Oh, it's much neater now. I don't even have to wash it. Whatever you say. Come on, there's a restaurant. I always go to near here. We can talk there. So what do you dig up about this Yao C. Dawson guy? Nothing strange. Yao C. Dawson, age 16, Chinese name, Li Young Jiang. But after his parents croaked, he went to live with his uncle's family. He got a job at Dawson's through a recommendation from school. Seems pretty bright. He won some scholarships and he's graduating high school this year. Skipped a grade or two. Makes sense that a professor of our kids would adopt a brainy guy like that as his heir. It all adds up. You dug up a lot of... Yeah. I can't say the words. You dug up a lot of info real quick. Good work. It's good to have a friend with connections. How's your sister? Man, can't Google Translate. Yeah, both of them are like the most depressing moments in probably for anime for me, actually, to be honest. I'd probably say they're actually up there. I don't know who else, to be honest. There's actually been so many that when the character dies, I'm just like, please don't do that to me. There's been so many. Okay, I hope, but it's been going, a lot's been going down, and she's kind of clueless. Doesn't understand the streets. There was always a place at her table for me when I lived in New York. Your dad was still going strong back then too. Pop? That's right, and you sure come a long way. Something in your mind, Sonny? What's up? Shorter. Please don't ask me why. Just leave everybody behind. And get out of LA. I'll call your sister. You two should talk, but for now, I don't care where. Just go. Huh? Dump this Ash dude and split. Don't stay mixed up in that biz he's in. How do you know about... Hello, Mr. Shorter Wong, I presume. Huh? You don't hide your tracks very well. Li Hua Lung Li Daiyan in New York is my brother. The Lee family? That's right. Sorry for the surprise visit, but I have something really important to ask you. Really important. Yeah, I thought I'd bring back Banana Fish today because I got the next volume. I thought I might as well do a continuation. Morning. You're awake already? You're what they call a morning person. Nope, just happened to wake up early today. What is it? Data on the thing that disturbed my slumber all night. Banana Fish. That is a big stack of papers. It's just the beginning. I'm still so surprised that it is the name of a drug. Me too, Shinichi. I thought it was a code for some kind of smuggling route. What do you mean? Sicilians had the French connection. The Chinese had the Golden Triangle. I thought this might have been a new Caucasian route. Corsian route? Corsian? Yeah, Corsian. Think of it that way, and it all connects. Do you know Golzein's a Corsian, and he's trying to form a new cartel? Corsican. That's it, Corsican. I missed the second C. It's Corsican, and he's trying to form a new cartel. Maybe, but that sounds like a Forsyth novel. Yeah. Anyway, now the picture looks a little different. Meaning, I don't know pharmaceutical research from the hole in the wall, and the data on this drug has been accumulating for years. Oh, accumulating for 15 years. 15 years? That's right, exactly since the time we served in Nam. That incident. Yes, that incident. All this details got filed in that box over there, including overdoses by soldiers before and after it happened. Data up to and including autopsy results. This gives us a brand new blueprint. What? Forget it. Don't even want to think about it. Think about what? Tell me. Ow. My back was dying just then. It's Ash. Think you found something? What are you doing? There seems to be some information in the computer. What's wrong? Hey, what did you do to the computer? Me? Nothing. I didn't do anything. I got a slight cramp just then. You know when you get like, you know when you move and your whole entire body just kind of just goes for a little second. That's what happened. Don't fuck with me. I swear, I never even touched the computer. It's true, Ash. Mr. eBay and I were in a room next to his, and he didn't hear a sound the whole night. AJ is right. He would have to go through our room to get to the hallway. We would have seen him. Okay, Granny. Where were you? For what? I didn't do anything. I never touched the master's things. I'm telling the truth. It's lighten up, Ash. It's impossible for someone that old to mess around with a computer. Let it go, Max. How would you know? Just because you're useless with anything more than complicated... just because you're useless with anything more complicated than a toaster oven doesn't mean that everyone else is that stupid. Why, you little... I said let it go. It doesn't matter. You'd have to be a primary user anyway. But what happened? Did someone break the computer? The password's been changed. What? I input the password a dozen times, but it won't let me in the system anymore. Are you sure? Someone figured it out. We hacked into the system and changed the password on us. But who would? The prof. Who else? My father. Professor Dawson? Impossible. Who else? Only the primary user can change the password. That means my father is still alive somewhere. He's okay. That about sums it up. There must be some other explanation. Nope. The password is protected by two or three levels of security. So this ends our career as hackers. Damn. We shouldn't have closed our eyes for a minute. Don't get so down on yourself. Nothing could have prevented it. What's done is done. But I was almost there. A few more minutes and what? Nothing. Just that we could have retrieved more data. We have a lot of data already. We should see this as a success. eBay's right. You did good, Ash. More important. Anyone ready for breakfast? We can talk about it. We can talk about where to go from here afterward. Wow, I'm hungry. Where's the printout? I've got it. Give it to me. No. What do you mean no? I'm the one who dug it out of the computer. It won't do any good. Ash! You figured it out too. Of course I did. I was the hacker. The military's in this. That's what I was about to uncover. There was some pretty scary stuff locked inside that box. But having this info puts me on an equal footing with Papa Dino. Now hand it over. Cut it out, Ash. Don't you get it? This is serious. Play your hand wrong and this could become an international incident. Sure, I get it. That's why I'm going to use it to off that bald bastard. You fool! This is too big to use as a weapon to settle some personal vendetta. You won't come out of this alive. Look at you, old man. You're wetting your pants. You thought you were chasing a worm, but now you're caught a snake. Is that what's dirtying your diapers? This is no laughing matter. You should know that better than anybody. I get the point. This is bigger than the both of us. But I've got unfinished business to take care of. He killed Skip and other friends of mine. This is the only way to get away from him. I need that data to pull that bastard out of his hole. With that data, I could. No. What do you mean no? Now, not with that look on your face. You look like you're about to go all kamikaze on me. You've got a lot of courage, but you're just going to get shot like a dog. You're a smart kid. Why can't you see that? Until you call off, you're not getting your hands on that data. I think you'll give it to me, Lobo. You think so? Okay, challenge accepted. If you're determined, go ahead and kill me. Huh? That's what you said in the pen, right? I abandoned your brother, so you're going to kill me. Okay, go ahead and try. But just one thing, I don't die that easily. You think I won't? Who knows? Ash, Shorter's back. Huh? This is just between us. This information is too dangerous. It could get them in trouble. You think I don't know that? Ash, What are you two talking about? Nothing, I'm coming. There wasn't anything suspicious in his background, and the old maid is who she says she is too. I guess there was nothing to get so worked up about after all. This whole thing was getting to me, I guess. Situation has changed, Shorter Wong. The situation has changed, Shorter Wong. Shorter Wong. What do you mean? Your older brother promised to help us. We have an agreement. I don't know anything about that. I'm simply passing on my brother's orders. My brother said now we have a special duty. What special duty? You are to provide detailed reports on Ash Lynx and his friends. What? What do you mean to... You want me to drop the... You want me to drop the dime? Forget it. Ash is my friend. I don't stab my friends in the back. Calm down, Shorter Wong. Your friend? Beautiful words, but remember Ash is a white punk, and you and I share the same proud heritage. From now on, you will follow the orders of Ute Lung. Ute Lung? The one in whom the blood of the Lee family flows most pure. He will contact you soon. Until then, give some serious thought to our discussion. Shorter, huh? Oh, what is it, Ash? Where's your head at? This isn't like you. Did something happen? No, not really. I'm just a little tired, that's all. And I can't remember the last time I had a decent meal. Well, get the old lady to make you some good down home Chinese cooking. It's better than anything you ever made me. Ugh. Don't diss my chow. Remember, I'm going to inherit one of the most famous restaurants in Chinatown. Glad to hear that its reputation's headed for a slide. Oh, please read this. This is actually is an incredible series. Like, it's really so good. You have to read this series. Should I have Suk Louie fix you something to eat? Perhaps some tea would suit you better. Ah! What are you? Just come with me. Just who the hell are you anyway? This whole Dawson heir thing is a load of crap, isn't it? But I am his heir. It's not a liar. This Hua Lung guy scared the crap out of Sonny. There's no way he'll give me that real deal on you. There's no way he'll give me the real deal on you. Talk. You know something. I bet my life on it. Who is this Ute Lung character? You know where he is, don't you? I recognize that bracelet. It's a third dragon. That's the still of the Lee family. Don't tell me. You can't be. You're Ute Lung, aren't you? Oh, what's happening, boys? Did my older brother tell you about me? Nothing. Just wait to be contacted by Ute Lung. I can't believe it. A little kid like you, Mr. Lee from New York, is our oldest brother, an inheritor of the family name, Wang Lung. I'm the seventh brother, the last. What? I know what you're thinking. Our father Lee, Wang Lung, supposedly only had 6 sons, right? You know, Shorter, you might have forgotten, but every family in power has its own blood history. Our ancestors in the ruling family of the Qing dynasty committed murder and assassination, often of their own relatives and their own children. Such things are necessary for prosperity, like the darkness that's the light's companion. It is my job to rule that darkness, which is why I'm named you for the moon that rules the night sky. You'll understand eventually. Damn. Just tell me one thing. Why did your brother Li Huang Lung all of a sudden tell me to spy on Ash? What could have happened? That's not for you to question. Has my brother ever done anything that didn't benefit you at all? People will start to wonder if I don't get back soon, especially that Ash Lynx. Now I see he's a tough one. Now I know my brother made a point of sending me here. Huh? I'm not sure if you're up to this kind of a game, Shorter, but Ash seems like a natural. Please be careful. From now on, you will follow my orders as though they came from my brother himself. And? Understood. Oh, I see, thanks. That's a big help. Okay, tomorrow then. Did you get in touch with your publisher? Yes, they said they would deal with the Japanese consulate and the immigration office. Great, that's one thing settled. Listen, I'm sorry to be leaving this in the middle. Leaving this in the middle. Don't be stupid. It's me who should be sorry. You really want to go through with this? Well, think of it as a fate. I think of it as fate. The very fact that this little pipsqueak is Griffin Callan Reese's brother makes me feel like something meant to be. I don't want you to get killed. Wouldn't think of it. Once I get AG sent safely back to Japan, I will do my best to come back. They won't let you back in the country if you overstay your visa once. It's from the 80s. I believe. Is it from the 80s? Yeah, it's the 80s. Somehow I managed this. I feel the same way as you. Lately, my pistol has seen more use than my camera, but the camera is my real weapon. Right now, we're just waiting. I wonder if AG will go along with it. You still haven't told him about going back, have you? My head hurts just thinking about it. I know he will not want to. And if I screw up, he will run away again. I know he will hate me. I wonder if I should just give him some sleeping pills, put him on the plane as if he was sick. I'll talk to him. It's best just to come out and say it. It'll get in our way. What? Ash, you can't say that. Not after what he's been through with you. Don't be naive. It's going to be bloodbath from here on out. We can't let anyone handicap us. You little bastard. How can you be so cruel to a friend? Come back here, you punk. Max! Wait, Max! Shinichi, now I know why everyone hates that little creep. He's just like my wife. Neither of them cares who they hurt. It's just me, but they even started to look alike. Calm down, Max. Ash just says those things so you don't have to. Huh? What did you say? What did you just say? Sorry, I couldn't quite catch it. You're a handicap to us. Go back to Japan. If that's what you think, there is nothing I can really say to. There's nothing I can really say. If that's really what you think, there is nothing I can really say to that, is there? I can't even protect myself. I would just mess things up. I know I'm useless. AG. That's not true. You and Skip saved me, didn't you? What? Oh, that time. But that was the first time in my life anyone helped me out without looking for a payback. Everyone who ever gave me a bed or food always wanted something in return. Like sex. I first picked up a gun and learned how to use it because that was the only way not to die. If you can live without a gun in your pocket, you're a lucky guy. The two of us are living in different worlds. I understand. Just give me a little time to get used to the idea of leaving. Not long. Fine. You can do something I can't, so we're even. What are you doing? Shh. It's now your turn, eBay. Huh? I'll be on the second floor. Cheer him up, will you, for me? Thanks, Ash. Don't mention it. My help doesn't come cheap. You owe me one. We can go back to Japan. That's too bad. I'll miss him. It's for the best though. AG's just not cut out for this business. It's too bad, but it's the best thing for the guy. eBay son. Ash doesn't think about you. Ash doesn't think that about you. I asked him to do it. Don't worry about it. He's younger than me. He's younger than I am, but he still always ends up rescuing me. In the end, he just has so much more experience. Everything he said, it's all true. I just end up holding everyone back, but having to hear it from him like that, it makes me wonder what I came here for in the first place. Even you need the bottle once in a while, I guess. No reason to stop, you know. Besides, I like you better when you act your age. See how worked up you are? Usually you'd get your guard up if I got this close. Kind of takes it out of you to say things you don't really mean, huh? You even have your weak points. You can say whatever you like it'd be easy for you. One of those doctors or somebody has already figured out that we've got the information about banana fish, and if they tied in with Dino, then he'll find out too. That means soon they'll be coming to kill us kill all of us, not just me. That's why you want AG back in Japan. He had the best chance of surviving. I'm going back to New York City. They'll kill you if you go back now. They'll kill me if I stay here. Sooner or later, someone will come. The city's his turf, but it's also mine. But you have to promise me not to hand over the data. That way they'll have to take me alive. Take me alive. Get it out of me the hard way. So you really want to force something final? You can check out anytime you want. I don't want to run away anymore. It's not my way. I give up. I'm going back too. What? I'm going to give the data to the bureau chief of the New York Tribune. I can trust him. Even you can't complain about that. That's my way. I'm getting to the bottom of this no matter what. After eBay and AG are back with their publisher, I'm going to borrow money from Jessica and buy a ticket to New York. Be sure and say goodbye to your kid. It might be for always. Thanks as usual. What do you want from me now? If it's about Ash, he's in the kitchen with Max. I have a job for you. Like what? Do the dishes? Dang. I want you to abduct the young Japanese for me. Huh? What do you mean kidnap? What? You want me to kidnap AG? What are you thinking about? I was supposed to bring Ash Lynx, my brother, alive. What? But that was But that has become extremely difficult. He's suspicious of me. Somehow he sensed I'm not what I seem. Actually, this is the first time anyone has ever been on to me. Ash is like a wild beast. He can sense where his enemies are, so I decided to change plans. It seemed dangerous to try and take Ash himself. He won't let me get close to him. What's his name? AG? You seem to value him so much. Ash never lets his guard down except for that boy. That's because AG is so innocent and honest. But that sentimentality is worse than useless. It's Ash's one weak spot. He's ruthless towards his enemies, but self-sacrificing for his friends. Just like the dear departed Arthur with his weak spot for Ash. Arthur? How do you know about that? You mean starting to see it now? My brother's in league with Dino Golzine. And Ash Lynx is a scapegoat for this whole affair. So you'll use AJ as a pawn to trap Ash. Not overly quick, are you? My brother had great plans for you, but I'm inclined to think he overestimated your abilities. You bastard! What's that for? Thinking about killing me? If you do that, what do you think would happen to your sister in New York? Now look at you. Lay a finger on me or any members of the Lee family, or just my brother, and you'll be putting her in considerable peril, your sister's life. You couldn't do that to your own sister, could you, Shorter? Not to the one who raised you after your parents died. You. I was raised to respect you, to look up to the Lee family. My mum and my dad drilled it into us. I remember. It's because of the Lee family that we can be safe here. We can live and put down roots in this foreign soil because the Lees are here to protect us. They taught you protect us. They thought you protected us. Spilled your own blood in places of ours. So no matter how bad the rumors I heard, how bad the stories I never doubted. But now I know better. You're no better than Papa Dino, just another mob. Leeches who live off the blood of others. You know, at first I thought you looked like AG. I can't believe I ever thought you were like him. You're a goddamn snake. No, that's far too noble for a worm. You're a goddamn maggot. Damn. Young master, yes. There is a message from your older brother. I'll be right there. I think the whole entire volume is actually a chapter. I think it's how it's actually done. Oh man, that's better. Hello? Oh George, it's been a long time. Yes, Michael's fine. What? Yes, Max is here. Ash? Oh, you mean that kid? Yes, he's with him. But George, I need you to tell me something. What is it they're after this time? What do you mean? you don't have to hide anything from me, George. Mama, I'm in the same business, so I can tell he's hiding something. Mama! Michael, darling, can't you see Mama's on the phone with Uncle George? Someone's outside. One sec, George. Who could it be? It's weird they stopped the car in front of the house and then turn on the lights, or turn off the lights. What? Huh? What do you want? You're Max Weber's wife. No, not anymore. It doesn't matter anyway. I'll give you money if that's what you want. Money? Maybe we'll take that too. Michael, when I distract her, I want you to run to the kitchen and lock the door. Run! Shit! Bitch, hot and spicy. If you lay one finger on my child, I like uppity women. Let's get friendly. Jessica, what's happening? Hello, Jessica. And there we go. It's volume 4. Actually, it was quite long, to be honest, compared to volume 3 and 2. So yeah, I guess what the main thing is this chapter and volume actually doesn't really kind of establish the fact that, again, as what last volume did in 3 do, was actually set the dichotomy between Ash and Age's character. Like, in essence, how one wants to get into the same world as the other, but it's impossible because it basically exists in 2 different universes. Which is actually, when you think about it, really depressing, because Age is a character that he doesn't want to give up either. He's a character you can tell that doesn't want to leave because he wants to help. But the way that he is as a person at this very one current stage, he can't, because he doesn't know the life that Ash kind of lives. So it's one of those things that it eats away at him. You can tell that it's actually one of those things that it doesn't fully get to him. He wants to help, but he can't. And when you think about it, it's depressing for us as an audience actually kind of say for him to go, because, to be honest, the only person that actually doesn't really care for Ash is Ag, but at the same time, we actually understand as an audience that it's actually one of those things that's actually the best thing for him. It's the best thing for him to do is go back. But we know as an audience he won't, because it's one of those things that he can't go back, because they're basically destined for one another. And as time goes on, you learn how the world doesn't really actually kind of adapt to the whole entire idea. But yeah, I mean, ow, my back. But yeah, it's a very interesting kind of turn of events when you think about it, this whole entire idea. Now we have Lee's character introduced as well. Lee's character once again kind of showing us the dichotomy between Ash and him as well, because as time goes on, you slowly see the actual way that they're both exactly the same character. They both come from a different kind of life, but they're exactly the same in a way. It's actually a very interesting kind of dichotomy between the two of them because of that reason. But it's still early days, you won't see it yet. But I hope the manga actually doesn't actually elaborate on that, because actually one of the more interesting points about the anime was the fact that actually they're both exactly the same but come from different kind of lives. But yeah, I mean, it's even more depressing to think about it, that Short actually is kind of like roped into the whole entire thing about like betraying Ash, because you can tell that he doesn't want to do it, but the problem is his actual kind of alliances kind of dictate he actually has to do it. Like, it's one of those things that is depressing for him as well. Like, what is actually doesn't really actually kind of establish the fact that what family doesn't really mean to people. Like, family's a very important thing, and especially when you look at Shorter's actual kind of life, in essence of how everyone taught him to look up to the Lee dynasty in a way, and actually in theory, when you think about it, as time goes on, he learns how they truly are as people, and actually how they're not who they are, and actually how they provided safety, but they're awful people. It's one of those things that it even showed you there as well with Jessica and Michael and Max. It's interesting because this whole entire volume was like kind of in the background exploring the whole entire idea of family, in essence how they differ from one another, how Ash is actually kind of experiencing all these things, that how he's actually experiencing how life is different for different people, how we know his life is misery, and actually how he can never be happy, and actually how everyone else's life is compared to his, even though Jessica and Max kind of fight, and it's actually kind of affecting Michael. It's one of those things that it kind of doesn't really tell you that everyone doesn't really have their own kind of problems in family. It's one of those things that we know Ash's life is the worst out of every single character, but at the same time, it's one of those things that it kind of shows you that no one's kind of existence actually is kind of completely cut and dry and actually kind of happy. Everyone doesn't really actually have their own demons, especially with Lee's character as well. As time goes on, you actually learn about his demons as well. In essence, kind of living up to the whole entire like kind of family name as well. Living in the shadow as well. Like, his name actually doesn't really kind of dictate that as well. It's very interesting in a way. Like, how this whole entire volume really does actually kind of sow the seed for the whole entire manga. In a way, it's one of those things that it's actually kind of the, this is kind of like the, what's the catalyst is the word, the catalyst for the whole entire theme of family, and actually then the theme of the characters themselves, actually who they are and what they believe in. Actually, as time goes on, you learn a bit more about who they are. It might in theory contradict this whole entire volume, but actually might in theory actually like kind of agree with this volume as well. It's very interesting. That's why I always kind of appreciate about this manga as a whole. It's one of the things that this manga is brilliant because of that reason. That every character doesn't very have a reason to why they're there, and as time goes on, it begins to deconstruct slightly. And also, what's interesting as well is Ash's life is kind of like, as every single time he gets to a plus, a minus doesn't actually kind of creep in. Actually, doesn't bring him down once again. We're seeing his character break down as time goes on. From an audience standpoint, it's depressing because it's very subtly done, but it's there. It's evidently there in the background. His character is slowly breaking apart from the narrative that he's trying to break. He's trying his best to kind of avert the whole entire thing, but the narrative doesn't actually kind of tell that he can never be happy. In essence, every single place he goes, everything he tries will always be a roadblock, because that's what his life actually is. It's more depressing. It's very depressing, especially from a young age, because he learned it from his father about what happened when he was young, as well. Even though AG doesn't really say like events like those are just one of those things that won't break him. We know as an audience that it is breaking him internally, but he won't show it because he's stronger. He's stronger than that. It's one of those things that his resilience to the whole entire matter is actually kind of allowing him to continue forward. Him wanting to get out of his life is what his drive is. So anything that actually doesn't really happen, it's a dead end for him. But he won't let it get him down. He will still continue. So it's one of the reasons to why he's such a brilliant character. He's my top 3 best characters of all time, really, for that reason, because he's just so fantastic that nothing gets him down. He'll still continue forward into the very bitter end. So yeah, we'll probably go back to doing this weekly, actually, because time goes on, I'll probably just get all the volumes. So do not worry, it'll probably be weekly from now on. So yeah, that is volume 4 of Banana Fish. Probably will see the edited stream in about an hour or 2, depending on how quick my computer is at editing stuff. So until then, see you guys later. If you actually have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube, then doing free, leave a like. And if it's a bit longer, then leave a sub, because both doing free help me quite a lot. If it's a bit longer the whole entire point, leave a follow on Twitter or Discord as well. Both will tell you the live streams I do as well. But until next time, volume 5 of Banana Fish. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.